The league stage of the Global Chess League has just ended with the Triveni Continental Kings and Umumba Masters entering the grand finale. And what better joy than looking at other people's blunders? So let us jump right into some of the blunders that happened throughout the league stage. And let's learn from them. This was maybe the biggest blunder so far in the whole tournament. Andre Esipenko had played a very good game to get this position. He has a rook to capture, and there are problems on the king here. But he can't take it right now because of a reason. So he captured pawn takes f2. And after rook takes back, he forgot that he can't capture the rook. He probably thought rook takes rook comes with a check. And he just took the rook. Can you figure out why this is a blunder? White to play and win. The move was mate in 1. Queen takes h6, checkmate. The pawn's pinned. And there's no move for the king. It's just game over. So a heartbreaking loss for Andre Esipenko, which became costly for his team. This was a position between Sara Kadam and Nona. Here, in this position, the black player, Batshevili, Nona Batshevili, is about to make a move and she plays c4, which is normal, right? But after takes, she takes with the rook, thinking it's just an exchange of pieces, right? She should have taken with the bishop, but she takes with the rook. She overlooked something so obvious. If she had even paused for 2 seconds, she would have seen it. But that's how chess is. We make blunders at the most unlikeliest of positions. Can you find the winning move for white? That Sara Kadam played out. Knight takes bishop. The knight defends the rook, and the bishop was supporting the rook. So now the bishop is gone, which means the rook is hanging. And Sara went on to win this game, being a piece up. In this position, on board 3 for Mumba Masters, Vidit has just played Queen f6. Can you find out how Daniel Dubov punished Vidit for this move? White to play and win. The symbol rook takes d4. And Vidit instantly resigned because queen takes keeps the bishop connected to the square. So pawn takes will still be a piece up for Dubov, and Dubov won instantly. This is from a game by the ex-world champion or the current world rapid champion, but the undeniable king of the world number 1, Magnus Carlsen. In this position, though, the legend Levin Aronian has just played rook d5, and Magnus, for some reason, just took it. The position was equal after queen e7. He had to try and exchange queens, and that would have been okay. But he took it. And that's a big blunder. After Aronian's next move, Carlsen just resigned. And you can see what Aronian played. Knight takes bishop. Now the threat of knight c3 checkmate is unstoppable. You will have to give up your queen for it. So a brain fade moment here for the world number 1. He just took the piece and resigned after knight takes. This is an equal position between Hu Yifan and Arina Crush. Hu Yifan has just played queen c7. She has a exchange down, but the knight is so strong. In this position, Irina should probably exchange queens. And it's equal. The knight is enough for a rook. So it's a fairly equal position. But Irina Kresh wanted more. She played queen b3 check. A check from which she can never come back. Because after king b1, the f7 pawn is hanging with mate threat. So rook f8. But now the problem is Irina is only now realizing that she has given a check which made the queen go too far. And can you find the way to punish black for this? White to play and win. The move was the quiet queen e7. And there's no defense against this checkmate. There's no check for black. The white is just going to give mate. She played queen d3, but queen f6. And after queen d1, rook c1, queen d3, king a1, Arina Crush resigned because there's no more checks and the mate is unstoppable. So the whole problem was giving that extra check on b3. Instead of that, she should have exchanged queens. This was a time trouble blunder by Rajapov. In this position, Rajabov, who was down to few seconds on his clock, panicked because Wei has just pushed his pawn and is about to promote. But Rajabov has rook f1, right? Rook f1, king g2, and if you take, there is a check, and white should be able to hold a draw here by perpetual because a king can't escape. Instead, Rajabov, in a weird panicky situation, played queen a4, a big blunder. Can you find out what way he played? White to play and win. Way he just promoted. What Rajabov missed was, he thought after queen e4 he's fine, but then the new queen is covering g2. So rook g2 or queen g2 wins for Wei. And after rook g2, king c7, queen h7, Rajabov resigned. So Moment's oversight costing him the game. This is a brilliant position. This is a brilliant tactic. Nino Batshevili in this position has just played knight e5, and Elizabeth Pates takes the free knight. It is a free knight, right? She doesn't believe in her opponent. And Elizabeth just takes the piece. But Batshevili had a brilliant reply. She had a brilliant plan here, which Elizabeth Pates completely missed. Can you find out the absolutely amazing tactical shot here for white? You might think knight d7, but there is queen d8. So don't forget that when you calculate. So let's see if we can find the win. White to play and win. So were you able to calculate? The line is knight d7, and after queen d8, there is the beautiful rook e8 check. A fork, forcing the queen onto e8, and then knight takes rook, wins a queen. And after that, it's basically a queen versus two knights, and Nino went on to win the game. Pragnananda has been on a roll throughout the league stage of the tournament. Unfortunately, his team led the event for a long time but could not qualify to the final grand finale. But he has been on song. He won almost every game for his team. In this position against Sindarov, the white player, Sindarov played rook g4, a very awkward move. Can you find out how Prag punished him? It takes very good technique and class to find the winning move here for black at that situation in time travel with 20 seconds on a clock. So let's see. Black to play and win. Prag shows the way by giving a check. Of course, the king can't move because of rook e2. So white has to block, and now that the queen moves, black queen comes to f5. The rook is pinned and there's no defense against h5. So Sindarov played queen d2, attacking the other rook, but after rook e4, there's no defense. After queen d1, h5, and Sindarov resigned. A beautiful win using a pin by Prag. Nodirbek Abdusattorov in this position calmly played pawn takes d5, thinking it's just an exchange, pawn takes back and the position is even. He'll bring out his bishop, he'll castle, everything is fine. But Shakhriyar Mamedyarov reminds Abdusattorov with a shack attack. Can you find out the move that took Nodirbek Abdusattorov out of his sleep? Black to play and punish white. The great Shak played pawn e5. The position completely changes after. It's not an outright win, but he is attacking the knight, and the d4 pawn is hanging with the white king stuck in the middle. So here h3 was played, and then after bishop d7, he basically gave up a piece, did Abdusattorov. He did not want to suffer quietly. Suffering quietly would be moving the knight somewhere and then allowing pawn takes, pawn takes, rook e8 check. The position would just be completely winning for Mamedyarov. Mamedyarov anyway went on to win this game. So these were a few positions from the Global Chess League. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and the like button.